Hi guys, we will talk about the uh, relational algebra and also the POS data as well at the same time, and this is will be the central of many computing systems as well as the analytical system as well because we are in data analytics, so we have to understand this one. Okay. So the first thing is we start with this table. The first table is the transaction table. So assuming that this transaction number one, number two, number six, and then each transaction has this kind of amount, and then order by this customer. So we don't know who is this guy yet because in the order in the sale department then we only have this one, but then in the other department, we have the information of the person, and then we have the code as well. So this one is the typical setting of the relational database. First, because in theory, the table when they design the relational database, the database for the company, they're supposed to break it into many tables because to avoid redundancies, and then also to maintain consistency as well. So for example, if um, you store the name in here, so in C1 you have one name, and then in here CC1 you have another name, then it will not be consistent. But then if you split it in one table and this one is unique, and then you use VLOOKUP, and then you merge them all together, then they will be more consistent. Okay, so it's about it's about uh, optimal. It's about consistency, and then also it's about minimalism as well. But then on the other side, it's also about the uh, practical aspect of the companies. So normally, when you are in the customer relation team, or you in the marketing team, you have the all the information of the customer because you acquire the customer, and then you welcome the customers in the system, and then you collect the information. But then in the sales team, you don't have to do that, or you don't need to do that. You just all you need to do is just mm, to see which which item is ordered, and then which address to deliver. So that's all you need. If you order like tea or coffee and then deliver to this address, that's all you need to function already. You just take the coffee to this address and you collect money from the address. So that's why that's the second reason that you need to separate. Okay, so the problem is when you split the table like this, then if I ask the question like, hey, how how much Alice order from my or how much Alice contributed to my system over the year. For example, if you want to give like some loyalty discount or like some discount over the years because he or she contributed a lot to your company already, then how can you do that? Then in here you have the amount and you have the customer code, but then in you don't have the name Alice and Bob, but then in here you have the name. So the idea here is just because of the fragments of the data you have in your VDR or in your database, and then if you want to compute or you want to derive certain amount or certain statistic, you have to join the tables together. And then this is where relational database come in. So you have to combine the table, you have to union, or you have to uh, multiply or something. Okay, so um, I will give you the first example, which is to answer the question uh, how much Alice and Bob and Cody consume over the years or over the all the transactions. Okay, so Uh, in order to do this, I need something called a join here, and then I will join the customer code in here on the left here uh, with the right in the code in here, and then this one is also customer code. Okay, and then after this, I need to rename this one a little bit. I put the prefix CUST in front, which is for short for customer. So customer name and customer code in front in here. So after this, if I run the workflow, I will see something like this. So in here, this is before I don't have the names and the detail of the customer. This is after, and then you have more details. And you know that Bob actually placed two orders, and then Alice three, and then so on with Cody. Okay, and then you also see that actually uh, there is someone called David. Somehow David is in your system already, but then David doesn't place anything at all. So the question, if you are in the FDD, then your instinct would be, how come there is such case? Why David hasn't ordered anything yet and then still consider as customers in this case. Okay, so the answer may be because this database is not complete. It's just like you extract the data for this year, but David joined like last year already and then ordered last year already. This year doesn't order anything at all. So that's why David is not in the list. Okay, so so this is why you need to first understand the mechanism to join the table, and then second thing, if you are in FDD or if you are in the business valuation, you have to understand why there's those such thing happen. Okay, so we will continue from here first, and then I will show you the complete pictures later. So if I want to do the statistic by customer, I can do it already. So I just drag this one down to here, and then I group by customer code and customer name. If I want the total amount of order to just to see how much the customer contributed to your system, you just do the sum in here. So it will be the sum of amount. If you want to count the number of transaction that the customer has placed in your system, you can just go to here and then count this thing, not now, and then this one is this thing count of transaction DCX. So in here you can see the result already. So basically uh, Bob order two placed two orders, and then total 666 dollars, and then Cody one only, Alice three, 789. Okay, so that's how you answer the question by just joining the two tables in order to have the significant data. Okay, so I will show you that this joining mechanism is very scalable in the sense that if you have more column in here, it will also update in here. Okay, so assuming that we have something called email, um, Alice at g gmail.com, Bob at hotmail.com. Cody and David, assuming that we don't have at the moment. So what happened with in here? So after you join this one, you see this is the input of the data, and then in here you can see more information for each person as well. So this one is kind of like you can see the redundant in here, right? So basically, Alice information is repeated over the all the orders. So when Alice is place more order, then her information will be repeated all the way. And then sometimes email address change, and then you also have the new address. I'll change this one into cust email. Okay, and then in here you will see the this one updated. Okay, so this is how you join a table. There's another way to do it, which is to use the replace, find and replace. So basically, you only need to select what you want. You don't have to like join everything like this. So you can do the join, find and replace, which is the same as the VLOOKUP in Excel. So I will show you how to do the VLOOKUP in here. So in order to perform the VLOOKUP, you need to use the find and replace tool like this, and then you connect from here to here. You want to match the customer code, which is this one, to the code in this table, uh, and then you append the name and the email of the customer in here, and then eventually you have this one. There you go. So this one is a VLOOKUP, so it doesn't switch it doesn't shuffle the rows in your table. So you can see like only more. So this is before, and this is after. So you only see more columns after the existing columns, and you don't see any shuffling in this case. Okay, so this also called the uh, outer join, uh, left outer join uh, in uh, in the case where there is no duplication. In the case where you have duplication, then uh, the the rows will be multiplied as in this case. Okay, so I will use this diagram to show you the difference between left outer join and then left join. So in Outreach, it show you in here. So the m- the the middle one, this is the middle, which is let me zoom in a little bit. Which is a J here. J is the multiplication of mm, both sides. So if you have one column in one side and the to match, it will multiply. Okay, let me show you the other example in which it will multiply. This is the case where in which you don't you have the same number of rows, so it doesn't. Uh, so for example, if you in this case you have the all the customer in here already. Uh, I will I will give I will give you the name and then the market in here. So for example, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia. Right. So this is a case whereby you you have the market which duplicate in here to Indonesia. So assuming that in the other side you have the duplicate as well, then it will be multiplied. Okay, so market um, segment. Okay, so Indonesia, we have the segment retail, and then Indonesia, we have the segment supermarket, and then in Malaysia, we have segment uh, online, and then in Malaysia also have it retail. Singapore, we only have online. So what happened when you join those two together? It, it will give you something like this. Let me use the market in here to join again the market. So this one is you can ignore this one because it's an equal join. So this one will be the same as this one. So it's just redundant column. Okay, so after this, you will see uh, in here, this is the join. So you can see Alice appear twice. In Indonesia, Alice appear twice in retail and then supermarket, and then Bob also appear twice. In here you have one only, so you can see here Alice one only. But because of the the joining mechanism is actually the multiplication mechanism. So it will duplicate Bob, Alice for the retail, and then supermarket, and then also Bob for the same thing. Singapore is okay because in here you have one Singapore, and in here you only have one Singapore. So one, so for multiplication, you multiply everything with one, it just stays the same. So Singapore is okay. Malaysia, you see David is also multiply for the retail and online. Now, if I give uh, one market in here which is not up, which is not in any of Malaysia or anything, then how does this go? Let me show you. C5, and then Cody, David, Emma, E, Thailand. Okay. So Emma in Thailand, and then this one you don't have any Thailand in here. So what happened with Emma? So you can see here, eventually Emma is not in this list. Uh, Emma is here. Okay, so Emma will appear in the this part, which is the left part um, of the result. Okay, so if you want to perform the left the join in order to make sure that all the guys appear in here, uh, also appear in the result, then you have to join two of them all together. Okay, so in this case, I have to do this. Okay, let me open this one. Okay, let me open this one in here. Uh, in order to avoid a lot of things going on here, just use the zero plus in here to select everything, and then I can just connect from this one onward. I don't want to connect from here to here, which is very crowded already. Okay, so this view, this is the middle view, tell us all the guys in the system with with the matching pair. So you have the the market on the left and you have the market on the right. This view tell me that all the guy matching and then non-matching as on the left. Okay, so in here you can see all those guys, they are all matched, and then this guy, Emma, this girl, has no segment because there's no matching from this side, but then still show in here because we just like merge them all together in the same place. So so how does it apply in FDD? So you in here in this view, actually um, you can list all the customer, completely all the customer, and then you can tell which one is the valid customer in which we have the segment and everything, and then the other one is like the missing or the incomplete customer we need to fix. Okay, so the same thing happened with this one. If uh, in this case, I have the market in here, and then uh, I have all the market in here. So basically, all the markets appear in here except for Thailand, and then appear in here already. So the question is, I have some market like, for example, Vietnam, and then has maybe retail, and then Vietnam also have online. But then it doesn't appear in here. Then what happened with this joining? So you can see that actually Vietnam appear on the right like this. And then if you if you want to join the two together, and then you can see the complete list of all the markets, including the valid one and the invalid one. Okay, and then here you go. So you can see Malaysia, Singapore is multiplied already, so you can match the two. And then Vietnam is the one without the left the counterpart in here. Okay, so this give you uh, the the complete or the it's not complete, but then is the all the possible combination of the joining tool for you to explore or for you to merge the two sources together. So one is only the matching pairs. One is the matching pair plus the one on the left is called left outer join, and the other one, which is the matching and then the unmatching from the right, which is the right outer join. Okay, and this one is called the inner join. So it's just so happened that it's in the middle of the two. But inner join is just meaning that all the guys, all the matching pair from the left and the right. So in the Venn diagram, it looks like this. So this one actually it has the name inner joy here. And then this in Outreach is the right unjoin or unmatch. But then it returned the unmatched one. But if you want the left right out the join, you have to union this one with this one. And then the other way around, also the same thing. Okay, so hopefully after this, you know two things. The first thing is if you have two fragments and you want to join them, you want to derive answers, uh, which which is not enough from one fragment. So this one is not enough, this one also not enough. You know how to join them all together in the same place, and then you can derive the answer. So that's the first one, the first um, application of joining tools, or the relational algebra, which is to merge the fragments all together in order to answer to complete answers. And the second one is, you know, different options and different names of the option. So what is the inner join? What is the left outer join? Uh, and what is the left the right outer join? And then the last one would be the full join, which is like you union all of them. So left, right, and then this is called the full outer join. So you just union the three sources all together in the same place, and then you have the full join. And then in order for you to check the missing and then the complete guys, so in here in this view you check the incomplete customer against the market, and in this case you check the market without the customer, or like the invalid market.